I'll introduce you. Okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
So welcome back. So now we're here with Dr. Haseena. And Dr. Haseena, she's a holistic wellness expert. And without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to her. She's going to speak to us now about the journey of the Kintsugi Moms. So over to you, Dr. Haseena.
Okay. Good morning to all the wonderful souls here. Actually, it's good evening in India. I'm from Kerala, India, and as Suman has introduced me, I'm Dr. Haseena. I call myself a holistic wellness expert. So first and foremost, a big salute and thank you to the super duper woman who has made this wonderful event a reality, Mrs. Suman Mangra. I've been observing her for the past 1 or 2 weeks, the amount of effort, the amount of pain she has been putting into this event, how she's been toiling day and night to make this happen, sleepless nights, contacting all over the world. I think it's because of such selfless people like Suman, the world is still a beautiful place of hope and love. So first of all, once again, thank you, Suman, for having me on board, and a big salute to you. So now I think I'll introduce myself. I'm a holistic wellness expert, as I told you, and I'm here to speak about a book, in fact, the only and first book I've written. It's called the Kintsugi Moms. And as Suman has given a wonderful introduction about what the process of Kintsugi is on the YouTube, I don't have to explain much about that. I'll be talking about the serendipitous journey which led me to write that book. Well, as you all know, Kintsugi is a Japanese method of repairing broken crockery using lacquer and gold in its cracks. And paradoxically, this broken crockery becomes more resilient, beautiful, and stronger than its previous self. And this metaphor, which can be used into our lives, if you're broken at any point of your life, be sure that you are not broken beyond repair. You have all the means to repair yourself and become more resilient than before. So you might be wondering why I chose the topic or the title Kintsugi Moms. Actually, it's about the healing stories of 8 of my single mom clients. As you know, single parenting is becoming a norm in the world now. When I look into the statistics of the world, there are around 14.5 million mothers who are parenting their children single-handedly, either out of widowhood or divorce, separation, or by choice. But single parenting requires so much resilience, fortitude, bravery. One fine morning, she just wakes up to the reality that I'm a single mom, and with it comes a whole lot of challenges. Yeah, she has to cater to the needs of a child, all the challenges, and all in between all that, what happens is she just does not take care of herself. She compromises the one and only person she needs to take care of herself. And amidst this rat race to raise the children unscathed and whole, without the support of a partner, she's left with an array of psychological and physical challenges requiring deep healing and revival at some point of time, as she readily compromises the most important person in her life. So this book is actually an offering to every single mother who has had to stand at the threshold of utter helplessness, insecurity, confusion, gone through personal conflicts and healing crises to finally celebrate motherhood and womanhood in their highest glory. It's an inquiry into her emotional, mental, physical, sexual, and spiritual realms and the trajectories life took her along its ups and downs to finally reach her ultimate purpose in life. So you see, why did I choose this topic again? Being a single mother myself and having to overcome 2 health crises, one with an initial stage of cancer and an adrenal failure, I could always resonate with the pains of single mothers. So when I decided that I'm going to write a book there was no confusion about the topic selection. So I just took 8 of my clients, I took their stories, I got their permission, and just compiled it into a book. And let me tell you, this book has been taking me to places. The media shy, silent, what do you call quiet physician and heal your life teacher that I am, I'm suddenly skyrocketed into the media world. Just when I announced this book on the social media, it was Ritu Sharma, another wonderful speaker who is with us now, who's Suman's friend also, and that's how Suman and me got connected. She reached out to me, seeing this book on social media. I just announced it that it has been picked up by Hay House International for publication. This book has been a wonderful, serendipitous journey through the challenges. You see, when I just wrote the book and was thinking who would write the foreword for it, it was again Miss Sushmita Sen, our first Miss Universe from India, who I approached. And again, a serendipity I called, a luck, the conspiracy of the universe I called. She just consented to write the foreword for me. And I think Ritu Sharma saw it on Facebook and she contacted me and we had a wonderful talk over a WhatsApp video call. And here I am. So what I would suggest is, if at all you have a purpose in life, a skill, do write it down. It'll take you places, man. You will be seen all around the world. You will have the means to, what you call, propagate whatever you have to tell around the world. So I would like to tell my journey as a holistic healer before I go into that book. So I started my journey as a healer, as a homeopathic physician at 24 years of age. At that period, I was mentored by a very good teacher called Ajay Kumar Babu. And I could see that homeopathy had answers to all incurable diseases actually stamped incurable by modern medical system, including cancer, PCOD, SLE, rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune disorders of any name. And I was simply happy in my niche. I was simply happy treating my patients. It was a wonderful journey. And then the next epiphany in my life happened. Exactly, not epiphany, the next incident in my life. And that is, as any girl, I got married. So you see, in the typical Indian patriarchal society, arranged marriage is a common thing. And I got into an arranged marriage, which lasted for 10 years, and it was a dysfunctional marital relationship. At the end of which, I was left with an initial stage of cancer of the uterus. It was at that stage I decided to think. I just thought, I've been taking homeopathy for the past 15 years. I've never taken any other medicine. It's a mind-body healing system of medicine, and it has found answers to all cures, all diseases in the world that I've come across, including cancer. I've been treating cancer. Then why did I contract the disease? That made me think deeper. And that's how books started appearing to me. Teachers started appearing to me in the form of books. My first book of self-healing was The 9 Principles of Self-Healing by Paula Horan. And then came a diet book by Harvey Diamond, Fit for Life. It's a very controversial book, but let me tell you, that book really turned my world around. I just revamped my diet, went into exercise, did the self-healing techniques with Paula Horan, and within 8 months, my uterus was back to normal. At 33 years, I was advised to remove my uterus. And at 51 years, my uterus is as good and healthy as an 18-year-old. Thank you to all those teachers. And again, life happened. I got the courage to come out of my marriage, and then came the challenges of being a single mother. All the atrocities, all the ostracizations, everything that I have to face in the society, in family, in professional life, personal life. It was challenging, but ultimately it is beautiful as well. Being a mother is a crown that you hold on yourself. To bring up your children unscathed, it's a beautiful challenge. But at the end of it, again, I went into adrenal failure. I started fainting in the most inappropriate of places, even in front of my patients. But at that time, I just started thinking even more deeply. I had taken self-healing, I had taken diet, I was exercising. Then why did I again go into adrenal failure? It was at that point that I realized that healing is something that has to happen from inside. Your medicines, your affirmations, your techniques, your exercises, your everything are just walking sticks. You need to heal yourself from the point you have been conceived in the womb of your mother to get your ultimate healing. And that's how I met the greatest mentor in my life through the book You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. And I went for her workshops. I got trained as a Heal Your Life teacher, and that's how I went more deeply into what actually causes diseases, which actually breaks you. And then I understood what actual forgiveness is, what inner child meditation and inner child analysis is, how to, deal with your trauma of your childhood, even from the womb of your mother. And I learned what radical forgiveness is. It's different from the traditional way of forgiveness, where the scriptures say you forgive a person who has done something to you. This is about radical forgiveness, where you understand that any person, any trauma, any incident in your life which has broken you was there or is there to make you that wonderful person you're destined to be. And then I understood there was nothing to blame, nobody to blame in my life. It was all about me. I had to go inside myself and find that real reservoir of healing, which I called Aham Brahmasmi from the Indian way of thinking. And I could totally forgive everybody who I thought wronged me, including my husband, my father, who actually pushed me into that marriage. And let me tell you, my husband, actually my ex-husband, is one of my best friends now. He is even my patient. He has a daughter, he's remarried, and we are actually very good friends because there was nothing to forgive. It was all about me. So when I started using these techniques in my clients who were returning with different types of disease, I had a girl who we had treated her for a brain tumor, and later on she reported with kidney failure. There were so many such cases, which really flabbergasted me. So I started using these modules, Louise L. Hay's modules, the clinical nutrition MSc that I did, yoga, the mind-body healing techniques, together with homeopathy, and I could see lasting results. And that's how I thought I'll consolidate all my knowledge into a book. So I thought, why not write about my story? And actually, I wrote around 400 full-scale pages about my story. Then I thought, who am I? I'm not a Susmita Sen. I'm not a celebrity. Who is going to be interested in my story? That's when I thought, I'll compile the stories of my clients and also put the topic on social media. And believe me, just after putting my topic on social media, hundreds of single mothers called from around the world to give me interviews. And I could see after observation that almost all of their needs are the same. They all needed just to be validated. They all needed to be loved. They all needed to be supported. And also they needed a mentor. At many points, I could see my clients with cancer, with thyroid abnormalities, with rheumatoid arthritis, insomnia, depression, anxiety, neurosis. They needed a mentor. And I thought, I'll just compile all their problems into one book. And just like Louise L. Hay was a mentor for me, I hope that this little book can mentor many a single mother going through many healing crises in life. So I decided to put my knowledge in one or two 250 odd pages of this book. And after writing the book, I just thought, who will be the publisher? I was frantically searching for all the publishers, self-publishing, all modalities of publishing. And just let me tell you, when the universe decides that it has something to make you do, it'll just act. And Hay House came into a meditation. The name of Hay House came into a meditation. And I did nothing. I just sent a proposal and they took the book. It was like a dream come true. I've seen many people struggling to get into the Hay House publishing community, submitting proposals, waiting for contests, joining the writers community. And here my book was just taken like that. And then the serendipity, the epiphany with Ms. Sushmita Sen. Ms. Sushmita Sen was also suffering from adrenal failure. And it was her video where she talked about a journey with adrenal failure with Rajiv Masand, which inspired me to get out of bed, take on the healing modules that I have, go back into my exercise and heal myself. So when I just wrote that story on her mail, I just salute this wonderful woman, this incredible woman. I don't think any other celebrity would have consented. I'm a nobody, but she just answered that mail in 1 week and asked her manager to call me and give me the forward. So you see, what I want to say is, if there is any brokenness in your life, if there's anything that's broken you, you have cracks in you, you have problems in your life, understand that the universe needs you. The universe is using for higher purposes. Have you ever noticed how the universe uses broken things? It's broken clouds that shower as rain. It's broken and upturned soil that sets it fields. It's broken seeds that yields crops. And it's again broken fruits that yield seeds. So you see, the universe has a wonderful way of using broken things. So if you are broken in any area of your life, understand that it's a calling for something else. Reach out to it. Reach out to it and you will become that wonderful person you are destined to be. I've heard somewhere that every next level of your life demands a new you. And sometimes it takes being broken in order to become that new version of yourself. So I hope my book gets out to you, helps anybody in need of a healing, and even if one person gets benefit from it, I'm gratified. Thank you again, once again, Suman, for bringing me online, and it's been a wonderful opportunity. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. First of all, you got me really emotional at the start with the gratitude you gave me. I was just like, yeah, honestly, like my tissues just here. I was like, oh no, all my makeup. And then as I listened to your story, I got more and more emotional. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, like you've been through so much. But what a statement to make that Sushmita Sen of all people. And again, some people here may or may not know who she is, but she was, of course, Miss Universe at one stage, and she's been a really leading Bollywood actress. Like, I absolutely love her, Dora. And it goes to show what a humble soul she has as well when she related to what you was sharing. And I loved how you ended that with, it's so true. Broken things doesn't need to be that broken means bad or wrong. Broken can lead to something amazing. And a lot of the stories today here are based on broken experiences, and I just think it's lovely how all my life and everything that I do as well is all about turning a negative into a positive. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've taken away from everything you've shared. Please do share your link with me at some stage. When I get in touch with all the attendees and the registrants, I will send them a link for your book as well. So hopefully everybody should be able to get a copy of it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
Awesome. So I'm just looking at the time, and Gagan's session is starting now. So I will see you guys on the other side. Do connect with Dr. Haseena.